What up YouTube, and I haven't done a video like this in quite some time, and let's talk about Zom 100. I have to give it to my guy Giga Anime Go out there. You recommended me to watch Zom 100, you said it was the pick to watch, and yes, I do agree, loved it. I mean, but most of the anime I've been watching this entire season has just been basically just anime from covered shows, so the new season of Jujutsu Kaisen, Mushoku Tensei, Bleach, so it's only been those sort of things I've been mainly interested in watching, and new shows I'm not really too interested. There's a few other shows that people told me to check out and I should enjoy that, but Oshinoko and was the new show out, and that was also okay, that was great, I enjoyed it. But Zom 100, I've been really enjoying it, and I just watched the live action. So Netflix has just released a live action. I was thinking to myself, is it going to be true to the anime? Is it going to be very similar? The pacing, everything, it wasn't. To be honest, I felt that the live action was a bit of a hit and miss. I mean, more of a miss. The pacing, the direction, I would have preferred. Let's just kick this off. If you haven't watched Zom 100, spoiler alert, I am going to give away a lot of spoilers. I have not read the manga, so if I'd read the manga, maybe I would have something else going into it. But I was a bit afraid watching the live action because I'm enjoying the anime. I was thinking to myself, if I watch the live action, is it going to spoil the anime? I don't think it has spoiled the anime because they've gone in a different direction. You got my man Akira, Tendo Akira. The entire anime is basically this. The whole story of Zom 100 is basically this guy. He's an employee at a place. He thinks he's landed his dream job, but he finds that it's not a dream job. He's getting worked to the bone, literally to the bone, and he hates this job because they're just exploiting him of what he's doing basically, and he's tired. He doesn't want to do this job. One day he wakes up and he says, you know what, I can't be asked to go to work, but he forced himself, and he realizes it's now the zombie apocalypse has happened, and hold on, because this is happening, I can quit my job and I don't have to go to work. So he celebrates, he's happy about what's going on. But I would have preferred the pacing to be a bit different, because in the anime he's this love interest he has basically, and in the anime he goes to see this love interest, and then basically he sees, you know, what's happened. That the love interest he already knows about the affair that she's having, because again he's the mistress. This love interest is the mistress of his boss, and I would have, in the anime he pushes him. He's like rugby tackling, because I think in the anime he's a rugby player, and in the live action he's an American football player. So they've sort of changed some sort of things from that as well. So yeah, he rugby tackles this guy and out of the window, and then obviously then he leaves he realizes, oh shit, this girl, this love interest that I had, she's now turned into a zombie, and now he just says his feelings towards her, and he's just up and leaves. So that's what happens in the anime. In this one, they could have just cut a lot of it out. Basically, the whole thing where his boss is turned, and then basically he pushes boss, and then the boss attacks the girl, bites the girl, and then obviously the girl then kills the boss, saying that, you know, oh, you didn't leave your wife, this and this. I was thinking to myself, hold on, this woman is being forced to do this, but then in this live action she's not. She just basically has feelings towards this individual, this person who's basically taking advantage of her, and it's just a bit sort of like, what, doesn't make sense. I prefer the way the anime did it, not the live action. So anyway, she kills this zombie boss that she's been made into a servitude to, and then obviously because of her bites, she then turns. I did like the animation, the way that she turns into the zombie, the whole bone cracking, this sort of stuff. It reminds me, this entire live action reminded me of Train to Busan. Very similar. The zombies look very similar to that as well. So obviously, very sort of, I'm getting a lot of this sort of like the zombies, the way that they're attacking, the way that they walk, the direction to it. A lot of it seemed like Train to Busan. To be honest, they could have just not even called it Zom 100, because again, when you're calling it Zom 100, you are literally giving someone, again, yes, because the anime is hot right now, people are enjoying it. Again, they're going to jump on this live action, they're going to watch it purely based on the anime and the manga as well. So you are going to draw in that fan base, but by drawing in that fan base, a lot of people are going to draw sort of these comparisons. And again, they're going to compare the anime, the manga, to this live action, and if it's not true to the source material, people are going to take it apart. And to be honest, they could have just got like Train to Busan, like a link story with that as well. With this guy also has a bucket list as well, so they could have done their own little take on it as well, rather than just call it Zom 100 Bucket List of the Dead. But they did that anyway. But yeah, let's jump way forward, and then obviously they finally. I'm not sure they do this in the actual anime, but then they have this sort of idea that they want to go to. And again, also let me just backtrack before I get to that part there. I'm going to talk about. He goes to the convenience store in the actual anime. He goes to the convenience store and he goes there because he wants to drink beer. I mean, he loves beer. In the actual anime, he has that. He's like, I'm out of beer. I have to basically go to the convenience store because I'm out of beer. So he goes to the convenience store to pay to get beer. But in the live action, he's made a steak and he's out of seasoning or some sauce or something, and he goes to. So they have changed it ever so slightly. And then obviously, I would have preferred that sort of entire scene where this driver in the anime, this driver goes in, and obviously then this girl Shizuki saves him, gets him out of the way in the anime. But in this live action, she doesn't do that. She just does her own little thing, does her own little martial arts and then leaves then on the bike. I would have preferred it being a bit more climactic. Cool thing, he has the same sort of thing where he has a motorcycle, does all sorts of stuff as well. But they did change a lot of stuff up there as well. Anyway, let's just skip ahead because we can talk about the entire thing. They did change so much stuff with shit. Changed even his best friend. His best friend is this guy who's in the bar. Again, they did keep the same sort of scene, the where he's in a room, but I would have preferred the entire rescue sort of thing. He says, "Where are you?" He says, I would have preferred, rather than him basically going on this mission to rescue this guy, I would have preferred him just showing up there and surprising the shit out of him, because the anime just worked a lot better, I felt, than this live action where him basically saying he's announcing, does this entire thing. A lot of times this entire live action, it felt like you didn't have to put any special effects, like the crazy things. Like if you skip forward, there's this things with like some this girl's waving, this Shizuki who's waving these sound horns and stuff, and there's this little particle effects that kind of pissed me off. It's like just, and again, okay, let's just skip to the part that I want to talk about, because I can just keep rambling and raving and being a complete lunatic about it, and this is all we're going for 8 minutes for me talking randomly. So let's talk about the shark. Now, I'm not sure this is part of the anime, but fuck it, you guys have got a zombie shark now. So basically, zombies have now infiltrated this aquarium. They head to this aquarium in the mission of getting this particular special superhero suit, and the suit basically protects them from being bitten by zombies, and apparently it can help them with this zombie shark. Bear in mind, the zombie shark here, the zombie shock happened by him eating all these zombies that had fallen into the water, and these affected people, and the shark became a zombie. And apparently these zombies inside him, his stomach is still alive, and they burrow out and the legs are sticking out, and the shark's then able to walk, which is just the fuck. But anyway, bear in mind, this shark is able to break through a brick wall. This guy with his suit now, this stupid suit, is able to hold this thing back, and when it's even bit his arm off, apparently that suit is so fucking special. He's been thrown around like a ragdoll. In any circumstance, his arm would have been torn straight off, but apparently his arm was not torn off. And then they had some clever idea of getting some like D-cell batteries, strapping them together, and him basically being a superconductor or something, and being able to super electrocute. You know what, it gets to a point where in logic sense you have to turn off your brain in order to watch this film. Anyway, I managed to get through it after myself just pausing it and thinking to myself that this is so stupid. But yes, it was stupid. I hope the anime is great. It lives up to how the pacing so far. I really enjoyed it, really liked it, but the movie pissed me off. I understand the good thing is, I'll give it props this, they did go to a point where basically I was thinking to myself, 2 hours, they're going to wrap all this up in 2 hours. I hope they don't wrap up. I hope they just leave it on cliffhanger, and they did. So credit to them, below average, because a lot of it pissed me off. A lot of times, there's a lot I can go into, but I don't want to make this a long video. Anime is great, really enjoy the anime. Thank you for recommending this to me for this video, and then obviously from that video, and I saw this, I was like, okay, so this is the thing he was talking about, I want to go watch it. Also, yeah, I didn't upload for a while because apparently a video that I talked about, which was discussing the site design of a website called Anime, That wasn't allowed by YouTube, and they gave me a strike. Even though 9anime is now called Aniwave, yeah, something like that anyway. But I'm not going to be showing 9anime or Aniwave or anything like that ever again, to avoid myself getting in more hot trouble. And honestly, I've had my channel for a long time, and the last thing I want to do is if I can lose this channel. It's got a lot of memories, and again, I've spent some time uploading these videos. I don't have much free time, but the free time that I get is these little videos that I make up. Anyway, let's go back to this. Anime, great. Didn't like the movie. Glad that they did this pacing. The pacing thing, I'll give it credit, because they ended it with points. I'm going to complete my list, do this and this and this, and he's like, oh, I want to be a doctor, save lives. I want to, my superhero, my new job, be a comedian, make people laugh, this sort of stuff. Great. So, anime good, movie not so good. Manga I haven't read, but been told it's really good. I hope this has been my little review on Zom 100 Bucket List of the Dead, and yeah, I think that's all I can say, and I will be uploading more. As always, this has been Ace, and I'll see you guys next time. Ace out.